መድረኩ ከዛ ወደዚህ ሲሆን ይሻላል ከዚህ ሲሆን ሰው ይበዛል አይን ይበዛል ያው እኔ ስሜ እንደተጻፈው አብዱ ሐሰን እባላለሁ ምክትል ቢሮ ኃላፊ ነኝ የተባለው ምናልባት ምኞት ይሆናል ወደፊት እንግዲህ የስራ ዕድል ፈጠራና አቅም ግንባታ ላይ የተወሰነ ነገር ለማቅረብ ሞክራለሁ አሁን ላይ እንግዲህ አፋር ላይ ባለው ነገር ብዙ ስለ ስራ ዕድል ፈጠራ ማውራት ባይቻልም ከዚህ በፊት የተሰሩ ስራዎችና አቅም ግንባታው ከስራ ዕድል ፈጠራ አኳያ ምን ይመስላል የሚለውን አጣር ያሉ ስላይዶች አሉ አቅም ግንባታ ስራ ለስራ ዕድል ፈጠራ ያለው ሚና ሁላችንም የምናቀው ነው እንደኛ ክልል ደግሞ አርብቶ አደር ከመሆኑ ጋር ተያይዞ ማህበረሰቡ ከቅርብ ጊዜ ወዲህ ደግሞ ወደ ከተማ እየፈለሰ ያለበት ሁኔታና ሌሎች የገቢ ምንጮችን ወይም ስራዎችን እያፈላለገ የመጣበት ሁኔታ ነው ያለው ከዚህ አንፃር ደግሞ በክልሉ ደረጃ የስራዎች ዋነኛ ምክንያቶች ብለን ያስቀመጥናቸው ነገሮች አሉ አንዱ ተቋማት ተደራሽ ለመሆን እንደ አንድ ችግር አስቀምጠናል ለምን ከላይ እንዳስቀመጥነው ስራት ብለው በክልሉ ደረጃ የተመዘገቡ ብዙ ወጣቶች
registered as unemployed
ስልጠና ዝግጅት የሌላቸው ወጣቶች
these young people were
ተቀምጧል መረጃዎቹ ላይ
there was an information given that these people were untrained and uneducated
በቲቪ ስልጠናዎች ከማብቃት አንፃር ደግሞ ተቋማቶች ተደራሽ መሆን አለባቸው
to enable these young people by giving them short-term trainings and education courses institutions needed to be accessible a lot of TVTs were not available because there was not done good market research when it comes to indigenous professions there was lack of focus on indigenous professions this was one of the problems as we all know when it's TVET profession it is integrated with the traditional lifestyle of the Afar people so there's so many things were done in the traditional way when they were not even for instance bed a proper bed Afar women used to make bed with wood even a pillow they used to make with wood there were times like that when there was no matches they used to use wood to make fire there are a lot of jewelries there are a lot of traditional indigenous professions and skills so because we didn't maximize those it has created a unemployment it has created a gap lack of awareness and the focus given to this sector was very low one of the problems according to our region the TV sector it was registered as one of the job sectors in the education ministry then after that it was put after 2000 it was put under the Educational Bureau, its accountability. And then after the change, it has been organized again on a cabinet level. Now it is giving reports to the cabinet and the necessary trainings and are being created from the cabinet level. So many important decisions are being made for the educational sector regarding this. So now it is under the cabinet. So we have over 100,000 young people registered under the unemployment unemployment list. If we were to engage these young people, we could alleviate the problem significantly. So organizations working on this sector, whether governmental or non-governmental, should look into it in depth and make an effort to bring solution. When it comes to employment opportunity, there are certain programs. For instance, the governmental organizations from Samurai University, Ethiopian Telecommunication or Power Agency are creating small projects, and they're giving small projects to young people who are so they're being given subcontracts also. They're getting trainings and then they're being subcontracted to do certain jobs. And also when it comes to the natural resource in the region, there are skill trainings that are being given to the young people, and they are, organized under associations for salt production, red sand provision. So they are now being organized to do different jobs. Of course, there's the gold research that is being done. The northern part that was engaged in in searching for gold now is under the conflict. We can't go into it that much. When non-governmental organizations, there are some projects that are being done, skill trainings with GIZ. These are some of the main projects that we can mention. And when it comes to giving skill training to young people and making them ready for the market, and also what is searched in the market when we did research is the construction profession. So many of the pastoral communities, children are being engaged towards this direction, and it's a recommendation also. There's regular and irregular, or formal, informal trainings and technical trainings. Out of these three programs, when it comes to the formal, many of them are supported with governmental budget. But the main thing that will address the pastoral children, because many of them don't have an education background, they can take competency examinations and they have to join the market. So many of this is not supported with the government's budget. So when it comes to getting skilled young people, we have to redirect them to the TVT trainings, and there is a huge gap in this regard. And the other thing is when it comes to raising a skilled young people, biggest one, when it was market research was done when it comes to the technique and vocational trainings, because there is a regional limitation. There is the potential. When we see it, when we observe, we can say, whoa, there is this potential here and there, but there was not enough research done as a region. And because of this, trainings that will meet the market need are not prepared. And also, it's important to prepare training centers with a standard that is expected of them. So this technical and vocational training centers have their own standard from the TVTs. And many of the training centers, for instance, some were high schools that were converted to colleges. So even if there was a lot of effort that was done, converting these facilities to a standardized training center is very costly. And also, it has to put people with disabilities into consideration. And the other problem is, of course, the necessary machineries to give the trainings are not available. So, as a region, there are certain sectors that are prioritized. When it comes to the training and teaching, it is given less priority. When it comes to the employment opportunities, unfortunately, many of these opportunities are occupied with nepotism. In our country, you know that a person in authority is treated like a king. So when there are small job opportunities that are created, if he finds the bridge one,
መስራት ወደሚችለው ስራ መሸጋገር ሳይሆን የተነሳበትን ለጥቃቅንና አነስተኛ ኢንተርፕራይዝ መተው
so when one has grown out of a certain vocation, they hold on to, they never grow higher, and they hold on to it and they give it to their family members, and this is a challenge for the rest of the young people. In some regions, there was a research done, the construction sector, finishing work, structural construction. This shows there is a need, a demand for skilled employment, so there is work being done to train young people for these vocations. There should be collaborations with other supporting organizations. It's not only what comes from top, but the way the community is structured and the natural resource. When considering this, there should be a way we prepare young people to fit the need. So government and non-government organizations and our training centers need to have dormitories for our trainees. And a lot of the trainings that are being given need to be based on the demand in our community, in the market.
በአጠቃላይ በጥናት ላይ የተገኘ ውጤትም መሰረት ያደረገ የቴክኒክና ሙያ ትምህርትና ስልጠና ተዘርግቶ በሲስተም ውስጥ
technical and vocational trainings
አሳታፊ ከማድረግ
pastoral children need to be deployed into this training.
እንዲሁም ደግሞ በዘርፉ ያሉብን የማሰልጠኛ ማቴሪያሎች እንዲሁም ያደራጀት ክፍተቶች
sector we have lack of training materials.
ድጋፎች ቢደረጉ ነው የገበያ ፍላጎት ጉድለቱን ሊመልስ የሚችል አስቻይ ሁኔታዎችን መፍጠር እንድንችልም በዚሁ
I believe we can meet the demand in the market, so we need support. Thank you.